Hi everyone, welcome to the second video of Quantitative Aptitude for CMAT. This is part of Ace the CMAT batch, and in this video we are going to discuss complete permutation, combination and probability concepts. Along with that we'll all discuss plenty of practice questions, and we'll also take up the PYQs. Now permutation, combination and probability is a very detailed concept, but don't worry, I have analyzed last 5 years CMAT papers, and we have identified the important topics. In fact, if you'll observe the PYQs, the questions have been very simple. You really don't need to complicate your life. So this is what we are going to cover. Apart from that, I have also covered some other areas which are important from permutation, combination and probability perspective, so that in case if this year some new varieties come, so you should not be surprised. Right, so watch this video till the end and don't forget to hit the like button and do share it with all your friends. So let's begin guys, and let's quickly understand what are the important areas. But before that, two important points guys. After this session, make sure that you are taking the unit test that I have designed for quantitative aptitude, particularly on permutation, combination and probability concept. The link is provided in the description. When you click on that link, it will ask for an unlock code, so you can use Shah 10 as the unlock code if you are taking the test for the first time, and then in that you can check the unit test 2, quant unit test 2. So first unit test of quantitative aptitude was on numbers, and the second unit test is on numbers as well as on permutation, combination and probability. There are few DI questions as well in that, so it will give you good practice. And yeah, I have also scheduled one practice session on permutation, combination and probability questions. So that session link has also been provided in the description. That session will be conducted tomorrow in case if you are watching this just today on the date of release. Okay, you can also watch that practice session later on. The link will be available in the description. So guys, let's begin, and let's quickly understand what are the important topics under permutation, combination and probability for CMAT exam. So normally PNC probability consists of this concepts: counting principle, permutation, then circular arrangement, you can call it circular permutation, then combination, advanced PNC concepts like in CAT and ZAT exam. We discuss those partitioning method, distribution concept and all. So all those are part of advanced PNC, and then probability. Now if you observe, there are no question based on counting principle, particularly forming those numbers which are divisible by 5 and all those kind of question. None such variety has come in last 5 years at least, but still we'll cover few questions based on that. Permutation, that is arrangement, there were 3 questions in last 5 years across 7 slots. Circular arrangement, no question has been there. Combinations, there were 2 questions. Advanced PNC, there were no questions, so you really don't need to discuss that. And yes, in case if you want to cover the complete permutation combination just to be on the 100% safer side, then I'll also provide detailed videos of each of this topic, so you can check the description where you can explore those detailed video. But first you should try to cover the important areas that I have covered in this video, and then similarly you can cover the important areas of other topics of quantitative aptitude. And once you are done, once you are 100% prepared, then you can start getting into detail of each of the topic if required, if time permits. Right, and probability is the most important area guys. 12 questions of probability have been asked in last 5 years, 7 slots. So you can say on an average you will find 2 probability question. So we need to focus a little more on probability. So in this video we'll understand the concept, we'll practice question, we'll take up the PYQs. That's the flow, right? So let's begin with the session guys. And yeah, in case if you're new to my session, this is once again a bit about myself. My name is Ronak Shah. I teach this subjects, and I'm also the author of Unacademy LRDI book. So if you are targeting CAT 23 or CAT 24, you can go for Plus or Iconic subscription using my code. And please make sure that you all have joined this Telegram group that I have created for CMAT aspirants. So be part of that. Now let's start with the basic concept of permutation combination, which is counting principle. Some questions can directly be solved with just basic calculation. You really don't need to use any NPR or NCR formulae. So those questions are called based on counting principle. As I mentioned at the beginning, till now such question haven't come, but yes, the question may come in the upcoming exam. So let's quickly understand. So this counting principle is a simple rule which helps us in finding number of ways of doing something. For example, there are 3 cities: Pune, Mumbai and Nashik. So there are 3 ways to go from Pune to Mumbai, and there are 4 different routes to go from Mumbai to Nasik. Now, if you want to understand that in how many different ways can I go from Pune to Nasik, so of course I'll have to go from Pune to Mumbai first, and then I'll have to go from Mumbai to Nasik. Now to go from Pune to Mumbai, I have 3 ways, and to go from Mumbai to Nasik, I have 4 ways. So total number of ways will be 3 into 4, that is 12 ways. So whenever we perform 2 tasks together, whenever I use word and, we need to multiply the number of ways. Similarly, if we use word either or, then we'll add the number of ways of doing it. So this is counting principle. The rule is mentioned over here. When there are m ways to do one thing and n ways to do another thing, then there are m into n ways of doing both the things together, and m plus n ways of doing either of the thing at a time. Now there are certain points to remember. So the first and the most important point is, in the situation of filling the positions, first calculate the number of ways to fill positions with constraint, and this you will understand better when we'll look at the example. So whenever you are calculating number of ways to fill certain positions, say for example you need to create 3-digit numbers, or you need to arrange people in a line or so, and if there are some conditions for certain position, then check those positions first. This is what this rule says. Then the second point is, be careful about repetition of digits, letters, objects, whether it's mentioned in the question or not. So just read that carefully. If nothing is mentioned, then you can always consider that repetition is allowed, right? And remember this factorial values. So that is what you will require to solve these questions. So let's straight away look at a question. So there are 5 children A, B, C, D, E in a class. Now we want to understand in how many ways can 2 different students be awarded the first and second rank in the class. So guys, we need to fill 2 positions, first rank and second rank. Okay, and we have this 5 children A, B, C, D, E, and there is no condition. In the first question there is no condition. These are 2 separate questions. So of course first rank can be awarded to any of the 5 children, and suppose we have awarded first rank to A, so now A cannot be awarded the second rank, so remaining 4 children can be awarded the second rank. So total number of ways will be 5 into 4, that is 20 ways. I really hope you have understood this, and do let me know in the comment section how are you finding this video. Was it helpful? Did you learn the concepts? Are you feeling confident now about solving this CMAT level questions or not? So please mention it in the comment section. Right, so this was a simple question. Answer for first question should be 20 ways. Now let's look at the second question. Right, so the second question says that in how many ways can the 2 ranks be awarded if B cannot be awarded the second rank? We cannot award second rank to B. Okay, now there is a condition over here. So can I say the second rank should be awarded to any of the remaining 4 people? So there are 4 ways of awarding second rank. There are 4 ways. Suppose we have awarded second rank to C. Okay, now C cannot be awarded the first rank, so but remaining 4 people can be awarded the first rank. So for the first rank there are 4 ways once again, because B can be awarded the first rank. So total number of ways will be 16 over here. So answer for this question will be 16. I really hope you have understood this part. Let's take one more question. So this is a very simple number based question. How many 3-digit numbers can be formed using digits 0 to 9 if repetition is not allowed? Okay, so guys, 0 to 9, these are 10 digits and repetition is not allowed, so we need to create 3-digit numbers. Now there is a condition for the leading digit, or you can say hundredths digit. 0 can't be over here. So first we'll calculate number of ways of filling this one. So we can fill this in 9 ways from any of the digit 1 to 9. And remaining 2 digits can be awarded in how many ways? Now that is what we need to understand. So our digits are 0, 1, 2, 3. Let me just write it over here up to 9. So these are total 10 digits. Suppose I have used digit 2 at the hundredths position. So now we cannot use digit 2. So we have 9 digits left now. So using any of the remaining 9 digits, we can fill the tens position. Suppose I have used digit 3 over here. So out of 10, 2 digits are utilized, so we are left with 8 digits. So this third digit can be filled in 8 ways. So total number of numbers that we can create is 648. So there are 648 3-digit numbers without repetition of the digits. Now similarly, can you think how many of these numbers are even, how many of these are odd? Remember, it will not be 324, 324. So just calculate the number of ways and do let me know in the comment section what's your answer. and I'll tell you whether it's correct or not. Now let's try for this question. So a student is asked to form numbers between 3000 and 9000 with digits 2, 3, 5, 7 and 9. If no digit is to be repeated, that means repetition is not allowed, then how many ways can the student do so? Matlab, how many different 4-digit numbers can be formed which are in this range? So let me just indicate the digits of the number. There are 4 digits and we need to find out the number of ways filling these 4 positions, and the digits that we have are 2, 3, 5, 7 and 9. Now since the number has to be between 3000 and 9000, can I say the digits that we can use over here are only 3, 5 and 7. We cannot even use 9 because otherwise the number will become more than 9000. So yeah, only 3 ways in which this first digit can be filled. Suppose I have used digit 3 over there. So now I am left with 4 digits. So 4 ways, then 3 ways, then 2 ways. So total number of ways will come out to be 72. So that's your answer. So these are very easy question, and these are the kind of questions that you will find in CMAT exam. Though they haven't asked any such digit based question up till now, but it may come. So that's why we have taken couple of such questions. Let's take one more question. So this question says that a palindrome is a number that reads the same from left to right as it does from right to left. Well, a symmetrical number. For example, if I talk about number like 121 or even 222 is a palindrome, because if you read from left to right or right to left, it will read the same. So how many 6-digit palindromes are there which are even? Okay, now that's the condition. Don't miss such small words, otherwise the question would go wrong. So we need to create 6-digit palindrome which are even. So can I say whatever digit I use over here, I need to use the same digit over here. The letter represents the digits, by the way. Similarly, whatever digit I use over here, I need to use the same digit over here. And similarly, let me use another color. So C and C. So guys, the total number of ways can be calculated like this. So at position of A, because the number has to be even, so our last digit has to be anything from 0, but A leading digit can't be 0, so it has to be 2, 4, 6 and 8. So there are 4 ways to fill this first and last digit. Then these 2 digits can be anything from 0 to 9, so 10 ways. Okay, and similarly these 2 digits can be anything from 10 to 9, so 10 ways, right? So total number of numbers that we can create are just 400. Okay, so the answer will be 400. I really hope you have understood this question of palindrome. Okay, guys, before we go ahead, this is just a bit about Unacademy courses. So Unacademy offers this Plus and Iconic subscription courses. So you can go for the subscription. You can check the description. I have provided the link where you will find the course prices and features. Don't forget to use code SHAH10 when you go for that, right? Now let's look at concept of permutation and combination. So permutation means arrangement where order does matter, and combination means selection where the order is not important. Selection means grouping. You can also call it grouping. So that is what is mentioned on the screen. Okay. Now let's look at concept of permutation. So if you want to arrange R objects out of N objects, then it can be done in NPR ways, and this is the formula of NPR. So just remember this formula. I'll of course show you a shortcut for calculation. And remember one thing, NPN, that means if you have N objects and if you want to arrange on N positions, that can be done in N factorial ways. Okay, now look at this point, which says that if there are N objects out of which P1 are alike, N of one kind, P2 are alike, N of another kind, and so on and so forth, then number of permutation in that case will be N factorial divided by P1 factorial into P2 factorial into P3 factorial, and so on and so forth. Now what does it mean? So let's understand by an example. If I ask you how many different words can we make using the letters of the word apple, how many different words can we make using the letters of the word apple? So basically we need to rearrange these letters of word apple. Okay, so there are 5 letters, so we could have arranged it in 5 factorial ways, but since there are 2 identical letters, that is 2 P's, we'll have to divide by 2 factorial. So this is what this point says. I really hope you have understood this. Now circular arrangement, so the number of ways will be n minus 1 factorial. Once again, there is a sub case of that. If clockwise and counterclockwise arrangements are same, then number of arrangement will become n minus 1 factorial by 2. In simple words, when you want to arrange people around a circular table, use this formula. When you want to create a stone set or a garland or something like that which can be flipped upside down, then use this formula. Okay, now what is the shortcut for NPR calculation? So suppose there are 8 students A, B, C, D, E up to H, and you want to arrange them on 3 chairs. You want to arrange any 3 of those students on 3 chairs. So we know this can be done in 8p3 ways. Now how to do calculation of 8p3? Just write this 8 3 steps backward. 8 into 7 into 6, this will be your answer. This is the value of 8p3. So 8 7s are 56, 6 are 336. So this is how you can do it, as simple as that. Are you all clear with this? Okay, so try for this question. In how many ways can you arrange 5 people on 3 chairs? So it's very simple. 5 people on 3 chairs can be done in 5p3 ways. If you calculate, it will be 5 into 4 into 3, that is 60 ways. Very simple question, right? Similarly guys, if I ask you this question, how many words can be made using the letters of the word bridge? So there are 6 letters, all the letters are different, so we can create 6 factorial words, that is 720. Okay, now if I ask you this question, how many words can be made using the letters of the word bridge such that vowels always come together? And this kind of question have been asked in CMAT exam. I'll just show you a CMAT PYQ so you'll understand this part. Right, so what we'll do in such scenario is we will club the letters that we want to keep together. So I want to keep this vowel I and E together, so I'll consider as one letter W, and along with that I need to arrange this letter B, R, D and G. So we need to arrange this 5 letters now. So we can say it can be done in 5 factorial ways, but this 2 letters can internally be arranged in 2 factorial ways. So total number of ways will be 5 factorial into 2 factorial, that is 240 ways. So I really hope you have understood this question. Okay, now this is a slightly tricky question, but in CMAT exam such question has been asked, so that's why we have taken this question. So if you want, you can pause the video over here and try this question by your own, and then you can watch the solution. So for you can do the same thing for every subsequent question. Okay, so there are 6 plays PQRSTU, PQRSTU, and we need to schedule the 6 plays from 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. each play for 1 hour as part of cultural fest of a college. Following conditions are to be followed. Plays P and Q can't be scheduled before 7 p.m. So before 7 p.m. P and Q can't be scheduled over here. Okay. One of the plays S and T has to be scheduled at 8 p.m. Okay, so 8 p.m. we know definitely over here there will be either S or T. So can I say this 8 p.m. play can be scheduled in 2 ways? That's for sure. So suppose we schedule S over there, so play S is gone. Now we can't schedule P and Q over here. So can I say apart from P and Q, and S is already scheduled at 8 p.m. So RTU, out of this 3 plays RTU, any 2 plays can be scheduled over here. So this can be done in 3 ways. Suppose we schedule play R over here, so R is gone, and now we are left with 2 ways for this positions. So up till now we have got this ways, 3 into 2 into 2 ways. Now we are left with 3 positions and we are left with 3 plays. Okay, we are left with 3 plays. So 3 positions, 3 plays, it can be done in 3 factorial ways. So now if you calculate, this will come out to be 72 ways. So that will be your answer for this question. Just think about this question once again, because this, as I mentioned, is a slightly tricky question. So if you want, you can just scroll back and you can replay this part in case if you haven't understood it yet. Right. Now guys, let's look at CMAT question. So in CMAT from permutation, this kind of question was asked: in how many different ways can 3 red balls, 2 blue balls and 4 yellow balls be arranged so that the balls of the same color come together? Now actually this question was wrong in CMAT exam. They didn't mention that all balls are of different sizes. Unless they haven't mentioned that, the question can't be solved. But based on the option given, the only way to solve this question is, okay, only if you assume that the balls are of different sizes, only then you can arrange them and you can get such higher values, right? So guys, we have 3 red balls, 2 blue balls and 4 yellow balls. and we need to arrange them such that balls of the same color are together. So first of all, we'll arrange these three bunches. Three bunches can be arranged in 3 factorial ways, and this ball internally can be arranged in 3 factorial, 2 factorial, and 4 factorial ways. Right now, this is what we need to solve. So this is of course 6 into 6, that is 36, into this is 2 into 24 is 48. So 36 into 48, 6 8s are, it's of course last digit is going to be 8, and there is only one option ending with 8, so we really don't need to do the complete calculation. We can tick mark and move on. So this is how you should try to answer the question in actual CMAT exam. For example, this question, there are 6 teachers, of them 2 teach physics, other 2 chemistry, and the rest 2 mathematics. So we have 2 chemistry teacher, 2 physics teacher, 2 mathematics teacher, and they have to stand in a row such that physics, chemistry, and mathematics teachers are always in set, matlab similar to previous question. So first of all, 3 bunches can be arranged in 3 factorial ways, and then teachers internally can be arranged in 2 factorial, 2 factorial, and 2 factorial ways. So if you calculate this will come out to be 48 ways, that is option B. Right, so it was a simple question. Similarly, in how many different ways can the letters of the word extra be arranged so that the vowels never come together? The vowels are never together. This is CMAT 2020 question. So first of all, without any condition, this letters can be arranged in 5 factorial ways, and I'll subtract those ways in which vowels are together because we have understood that way. So keep E and A together and consider as one letter W, and then X, T, R. So this 4 letters can be arranged in 4 factorial, and this 2 letters further in 2 factorial ways. So this will come out to be 120 minus 48. So our answer will be 72 ways. So this was once again a simple question. This is how you can solve the question. Now let's look at concept of combination. So as I mentioned earlier, combination means grouping or selection where order doesn't matter. For example, there are 4 students and you want to create a team of 3 students, right? So here order doesn't matter whether you are taking A, B, C or C, B, it doesn't matter. So it can be done in NCR ways. So for example, 3 students out of 4 students can be selected in 4C3 ways, right? Important point you need to remember this, NCR is equal to NC n minus R. For example, 10C7 is equal to 10C3. Now how to calculate 10C3? So what is the shortcut for NCR calculation? So 10C3, if you want to calculate, so just write 10 3 steps backward like we did in NPR also, 10 into 9 into 8, and in denominator just write down this many factorials. So 3 factorial. So this will come out to be what? 120. Very simple, because 6 15 15 8s are 120. So this is how you should do quick calculations. Let's look at some practice question and then we'll take up PYQs, and after that we'll look at probability. So complete permutation combination probability is covered in this video in short span of time. We really don't need to do unnecessary things, right? If you are smart enough, this video itself should be sufficient. Otherwise, in case if your basics are very weak, then you can check the detailed video also, so that you can get more practice question. And don't forget to join me for the practice class. Do watch that practice class as well. In how many ways a committee of 5 members can be selected from 6 men and 5 women? We have 6 men, 5 women, consisting of 3 men and 2 women, and we need to select 3 men and 2 women such that a particular man is always selected. Guys, we need to take 1 man for sure over here. So can I say we need to now take from remaining 5 men, we need to take 2 men because 1 has been already taken. So it can be done in 5C2 ways, and out of this 5 women we need to take 2 women, so it can be again done in 5C2 ways. 5C2 comes out to be 10, so 10 into 10, 100 ways. So total number of ways of forming this committee will be 100 ways. Simple question. Similarly, look at this question, very popular handshake question in combination. Mr. and Mrs. Sharma invited 9 guests to a party. So how many people are there at the party? 9 guests plus 2 hosts. There are total 11 people at the party. Find the total number of handshakes if each one shook hand with other exactly once. So guys, handshake is a combination of 2 people. So out of 11, 2 people can be selected in 11C2 ways. That's your answer. Look at this question. A box contains 2 white balls, 3 black balls and 4 yellow balls. 2 white, 3 black and 4 red balls. In how many ways can 3 balls be drawn from the box if at least one black ball is to be included in the draw? Now in such question, what we can do is, without any condition, I mean I have total 9 balls. In out of this 9 balls, 3 balls can be selected in 9C 3 ways, and subtract all those ways in which you are not including any of the black ball. So without black ball, I have 6 balls. Out of the 6 balls, in how many ways can I select 3 balls? So 6C 3 ways. So these are the cases which are not satisfying our condition, so we can subtract them. So 9C3 is what? 9 into 8 into 7, divide by 3 factorial. 3 factorial is 6. 6 into 12 is 72. 12 sevens are 84. So this will come out to be 84. Similarly, the 6C3 is 20. So 84 minus 20, it's going to be 64. You can remember these values. 5C2 is 10, 5C3 is also 10, 6C2 is 15, 6C3 is 20. So that would actually help you for faster calculation. Okay, look at this question from CMAT 2020. In how many ways a committee consisting of 5 men and 6 women can be formed from 8 men and 10 women? Okay, so we have 8 men and 10 women, and we need to select 5 men and 6 women. So of course this will be 8C5 into 10C6. This is what we need to do, right? 8C5 into 10C6. Now 8C5 can be written as 8C3. Similarly, because NCR is equal to NCN minus R, isn't that? And 10C6 can be written as 10C4. So we need to find out this value. Now what is 8C3? Can I say 8C3 is 8 into 7 into 6 divide by 3 factorial. So this 3 factorial is 6, it will get cancelled off. Into 10C4 is 10 into 9 into 8 into 7 divide by 4 factorial. 4 factorial is 24. 24 3s are 72. So basically what we got, 8 into 7, that is 56, into this is 10 3s are 30, 7s are 210. So my last 2 digits will be 60, and there is only one option ending with 60. So tick mark option D. You really don't need to do the complete calculation, right? Okay. Now this variety of questions are coming very frequently starting from CMAT 2021. Please be prepared. These are easy question. In such question they are giving very easy questions actually. So there are 2 statements, rather 2 sub questions, and you need to verify whether they are correct or not. They are mathematical questions. So for example, statement 1 says that a committee of 4 can be made out of 5 men and 3 women consisting at least 1 woman in 65 ways. Let's verify whether it's true or not. Okay, first of all, we have 5 men and 3 women. So total 8 people. In how many ways can I make a committee of 4 out of 8? 8C4 ways. Now what is 8C4? So 8 into 7 into 6 into 5 divide by 4 factorial. So this will come out to be 2. So this is 70. This is going to be 70. Minus the number of ways in which we are not selecting any woman. So these are total number of ways minus the number of ways in which we are not selecting any woman. So that will get us the number of committees with at least one woman in that. So out of 5 men, if I select 4 men, it can be done in 5C4 ways. 5C4 is nothing but 5. So definitely this will be 65 ways. So first statement is correct. The number of words which can be formed using letters of the word arrange so that vowels occupy even places. Now guys, this is an interesting question, but it's a simple question. Nothing to worry much about. So how many letters are there in the word arrange? 3, 3, 6 plus 1, 7. We need to create 7 letter words. 2, 4, 6 and 7. And vowels, how many vowels are there? So we have A and E. And it should always be at even places. So that means it should be over here, and over here. So guys, we need vowels over here, and the remaining places we need consonants. So at these 3 positions, this 3 vowel could have been arranged in 3 factorial ways, but there are 2 ways. So divide by 2 factorial. Similarly, this remaining 4 consonant could have been arranged in 4 factorial ways, but there are 2 R's identical. So divide by 2 factorial. So my answer will come out to be what? 36, isn't that? So yeah, that's correct. So 36 is correct. So both the statements are true. I really hope you have understood this question. Okay, now guys, let's talk about the last part, which is probability. So probability, as you know, it's chance of occurrence of something, right? So in mathematical terms, we can calculate probability by putting the favorable cases in the numerator and total number of cases in the denominator. For example, in last 10 matches between India and Pakistan, India won 7 matches. So what is the probability of India winning a match? It's 7 by 10. Very simple, isn't that? Now there is something called odds in favor, odds against. So just remember this in case a question comes. So odds in favor is number of favorable cases upon number of unfavorable cases. Odd against, opposite of that. So again, for that India-Pakistan example, odds in favor will be, odds against Pakistan will be 7 by 3. Odds in favor of India is 7 by 3. So let's look at question straight away. What is the probability of getting a sum of 8 if we throw 3 dice together? Guys, if we throw 3 dice together, what is the probability of getting sum of 8? So first of all, you should know that when we throw each dice, the total outcomes are 6. So for 3 dices, total outcome will be 6 into 6 into 6, that is 216. If you throw 2 dices, then the total outcomes will be 36. Now out of this 216 outcomes, in how many outcomes will we get sum of 8? Okay, so first dice, second dice and third dice. Can I say if I get 611, my summation will be 8? In fact, if I get 161, my summation will be 8, or 116 also, my summation will be 8. So what I can say is 611 is one outcome, but this can be arranged in 3 factorial, divide by 2 factorial ways, that is 3 ways, 3 outcomes you can say. Similarly, I can also get like 5 to 1. Again, this is possible, isn't that? So 5 to 1. So this can be done in 3 factorial ways. So there are 6 more outcomes and so on and so forth. You can do it further that way. Any other way to get sum of 8? 6, 1, 1 is one way. 5 to 1 is another way. Then 4, 3, 1 is one more way. So 3 factorial ways. Then what other ways, guys? Can I say there can be 3, 3, 2, another way, isn't that? So this is going to be 3 factorial by 2 factorial ways, right? Do we have any other way? Just think about that. Yes, so this is going to be 6 ways more. Sorry, 3 ways more over here. 3 ways. These are 6 ways or 6 outcomes. There is one more way left, which is 4 to 2. Yeah, so once again, this is total. So there will be 3 more ways. So total number of ways, favorable outcomes, or total number of favorable ways will be 3 plus 6 plus 6 plus 3 plus 3. So it's going to be 21 favorable outcomes out of 216. So guys, this is the required probability, 21 by 216. You can further simplify it as 7 by 72, right? Sure. So let's move further. Let's try for this question. In a shooting competition, the probability of hitting the target by P is 1 by 3. So P, Q, R. P hitting the target, the probability is 1 by 3. So missing the target is 2 by 3. Similarly, Q hitting the target is 1 by 4. So missing the target is 3 by 4. R hitting the target 3 by 5. So missing is 2 by 5. If all of them fire independently at the same target, then calculate the probability of target will get hit. Now target will get hit means at least one of them hitting the target. That means 1 minus all of them missing the target. Do you agree with this? All missing the target. So that will get us at least one of them hitting the target. See, सिर्फ एक ही केस ऐसा होगा जिसमें तीनों मिस कर रहे हैं, जब P ने भी मिस किया, Q ने भी मिस किया, R ने भी मिस किया. तो अगर उसको 1 में से सब्ट्रैक्ट कर दिया, 1 में से क्यों कर रहे हैं? क्योंकि टोटल प्रोबेबिलिटी का हमेशा 1 होता है. तो यहाँ पे क्या करेंगे? 1 माइनस 2 by 3 इंटू 3 by 4 इंटू 2 by 5, राइट? सो ये कितना आ जाएगा आपका? अगर आप चेक करोगे, 3 will get cancelled off, this will get cancelled off, so we are left with 1 minus 1 by 5, that is 4 by 5 is the required answer. So I really hope you have understood this. Now let's look at some CMAT PYQs, and some really interesting questions have come in CMAT exam. So in next 5 minutes, we'll quickly look at all the 12 questions, because on an average, each question takes about 30-40 seconds, except last two questions which are slightly lengthy. So in a box, there are 8 yellow and 4 black balls, 8 yellow, 4 black balls. If 3 balls are drawn at random, what is the probability that 2 are yellow and 1 is black? First of all, what are the total number of ways of drawing 3 balls without any condition? So out of 12, 3 balls can be selected in 12C 3 ways. Now what do we want? We want 2 yellow out of 8 yellow, so 8C 2 ways, and 1 black out of 4 black, so 4C 1 ways. So this will get us our answer. So we just need to solve this. 8C2, 8 into 7 by 2, that is 28, into 4C1 is 4, divide by 12C3. Now 12 into 11 into 10, divide by 3 factorial. So you know 3 factorial is nothing but 6. So this is going to be 220. Okay. So we know 55 4s are 220. So 28 by 55 is the answer. It took us about 40 seconds. Another question. What is the probability of getting 9 or 10 on a single throw of 2 dice? Guys, when I throw 2 dice is first and second, in how many ways can I get 9? So can I say it can be 9, can be 5 4, 4 5, so you will get 9, 6 3 or 3 6, you got 9. So in this we are getting 9 as the summation. Now how can I get 10? So 6 4, 4 6 or 5 5. So there are 3 more outcomes. Okay, where we are getting 10. So total favorable outcomes are 7 out of 36. So that's my answer, 7 by 36. Easy question. Look at this question. A management institute has 6 senior professors and 4 junior professors, and 3 professors are selected at random for government project. So we are selecting 3 professors out of 10 professors. So total number of ways of selecting 3 out of 10 is 10C3. That's our denominator. Now we need to find out the probability of getting at least one junior professor. So guys, in how many ways can I get at least one junior professor? So can I say total number of ways minus the number of ways in which we are getting all senior professor? Okay? So if I subtract that, now I will be left with all the ways where I am getting at least one junior professor, right? So this will be our answer. Now we need to solve this part. So guys, what is 10C3? 6C3 we know it's 20. I have told you earlier also. So 10C3 is 10 into 9 into 8, divide by 3 factorial. So it's going to be 120, right? It's going to be 120. So 120 minus 20 divided by 120. So it's going to be 5 by 6. That's your answer, right? Okay. Similarly, what is the probability of drawing a king or a heart from a deck of cards? Guys, we have 4 king cards, we have 13 heart cards, but one card is king as well as heart card. So we have total 16 cards which are either king or hearts out of 52. So 16 by 52 is nothing but 4 by 30. That's your answer, 4 by 30. It should have taken 20 seconds for you to solve this question, isn't that? Right, let's look at this question. Brother and sister both appear for an interview. The probability of selection of brother, so brother, sister, selected, rejected. So probability of selection of brother is 1 by 8. So rejection is 7 by 8. Similarly, probability of rejection of sister is 4 by 5. Sister ka rejection 4 by 5. So selection 1 by 5. What is the probability that only one of them is selected? Only one of them is selected, matlab brother selected, sister rejected. Dash indicates rejected, or brother rejected, sister selected. So just put the values. Brother selected 1 by 8 probability, sister rejected 4 by 5, plus brother rejected 7 by 8, sister selected 1 by 5. Solve this. Denominator is definitely 40. Numerator will be 4 plus 7, 11. So 11 by 40. Option A. That's your answer. This question is also very simple now. So just check, coin is tossed 3 times. The probability of getting exactly 2 heads is 3 by 8. That's correct. Now how to calculate this? So actually we are using binomial probability over here, but you can also do it in simple way. Okay, don't get into those binomial probability and all. Don't complicate things at the last moment. Your CMAT exam is just a month away, right? So you can't get into that unless you are really good at maths and you are very much interested. Then you can definitely explore anything and everything. Otherwise, try to do it through simple method. So guys, if I toss a coin 3 times, or if I toss 3 coins together, it's one and same. Probability of getting exactly 2 heads. So can I say first, second, third? ठीक है, 3 tosses. I can get head at any 2 positions, so that position can be selected in 3C 2 ways. And whenever I am going to get head, the probability will be 1 by 2. So at 2 positions I am getting head, so this probability is 1 by 2, this is 1 by 2. And suppose tail is coming over here, so what is the probability of tail? 1 by 2. So again it will remain 1 by 2. So just solve this. What will be the answer? 3C2 is 3 into this 1 by 2 ka square into 1 by 2, so it's 1 by 8. So this is nothing but 3 by 8. Similarly, tossing 10 coins, the probability of getting exactly 5 heads. So 10 coins, we want 5 heads, so 10C5 into probability of head is 1 by 2, so 1 by 2 raised to 5, and tail is also 1 by 2, so remaining 5 should be tail. So this will be your answer. So if you simplify this, it will come out to be 63 by 256. So both the statements are true. Okay, yeah, now this is a tough question but very interesting one. Okay, normally students will leave such question right, but in CMAT exam don't leave any such question, because if you have solved previous questions with a speed, you can afford to spend more time over here. Now let me simplify this question for you guys. See, it's about simple 2 events, okay, and we will represent through Venn diagram because they are asking about intersection, union, and so on and so forth, right? So they are saying there are 2 events A and B, and probability of event A is 2 by 3. Matlab event A happens 2 times out of 3 times. Probability of event B is 1 by 2, that is 1 out of 2 times, and probability of A and B both happens 1 out of 3. Now if you look at denominator, they are 3, 2 and 3. So let's try to make the denominator equal. So probability of event A, I can say it's 4 by 6. That means out of total 6 times, 4 times event A occurs. Probability of event B is 3 by 6, and probability of both events is 2 by 6. Can I write it this way? Now let's represent through Venn diagrams. So this is A, this is B. Let me represent A. So A happens 4 times, total occurrence of events are 6. So out of that, A happens 4 times, B happens 3 times, both of them together happen 2 times. So only A happens 2 times, only B happens 1 time. So 2 plus 2, 4 plus 1, 5. So 1 time will be none of the event is happening. Okay, out of 6, 1 time none of the event is happening. That's how you can think. Now what you can do is you can also make the option same way. 2 by 3 is nothing but 4 by 6. 1 by 3 is 2 by 6. 5 by 6 as it is, and 1 by 6 as it is. Now we need to match these pairs. So the first says that, option A says that probability of A intersection B complement. Now what is B complement? So everything outside B is called B complement. Everything outside B is called B complement. So what is intersection of that with A? So can I say it's this part, and it should be only 2. So this should be 2 out of 6, that is 1 by 3. Okay, or 2 by 6. So can I say the first will be matched with 2, and it's only there in option A, so you don't need to check for others. You don't need to check for others. But if you want, you can similarly check for others also. A union B complement. A union B complement. Let's check for that. What is A union B complement? A union B complement matlab complete all this. You know, B complement matlab everything outside B, and union of that with A. So it also includes the only part of A and outside of A and B. So 2 plus 1, it's 3. So it should be 3 by 6. So it should match with 3 by 6. Yeah, just a moment guys. Okay, so A union B complement, yeah, it should have been 3 by 6, and we are not given any option as 3 by 6. We are given 5 by 6 na? There is some issue over here with the option, so it should have been 3 by 6 actually. This should have been 3 by 6, because this is how you solve this question. Okay, similarly you can check for others, but yeah, based on first one we can match. There is some typo over here, it should have been 3 by 6. If this is correct, then this should have been the answer. So you can check in the paper for the exact values. Okay. And the last question, guys, how many 10-digit numbers can be formed using all the digits of this one such that odd digits appear only in even places? Now, this is a slightly tricky question, but it can be simplified. Okay, the odd digit appears only in even places. See, we are given 10 digits. Out of this 10 digits, if you look at 5 digits are odd, and those odd digits are 3, 5, sorry, let me just write it, 3, 3, 5, 5 and 7. Check that, 3, 3, 5, 5 and 7. And 5 digits are even, so even digits are 2, 2, 2, 4, 8. These are our even digits. And we are asked to form 10 digit numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And odd digit appears only over here at the even places. So these are 5 even places. So we need to arrange this 5 digits on this 5 places. It can be arranged in 5 factorial divided by identical digits 2 factorial into 2 factorial ways. And this even digits, 5 digits can be arranged on this remaining 5 position in 5 factorial, but there are 3 2's, so divide by 3 factorial. Can you see option D matching with this? That's your answer. So I really hope you would have found this video useful, guys. I have tried to cover everything in a short span of time, which is what is the need of the hour, right? And yeah, don't forget to use code SHAH10. Recommend to your friends also. Keep learning, guys. We'll come up with more such videos. Explore the description, attend the practice class and take up the test as well. That's it from the session, guys. Stay tuned for more videos. See you.